One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisiana's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Ione. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Inside the 35. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky.
Got his man quickly.
That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Tulane right back to the line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs.
Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Ellington. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Pickup of 10. And that's a first down.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up. lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's a draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Now, 4th down.
The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this offense is built around. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Ready to try the point after. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Got the 1st down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Big fella moving. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it set up on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Louisiana, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Lost a throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ellington. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Now adjusting. Creates a little room. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And as he throws.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got him. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Tulane right back to the line.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bring in the heat.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going deep. Got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Snacks it quickly on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Find some fresh air. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Complete. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over.
He's going for the goal line. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off the defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Tulane lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great job by the back on the option. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll go to the counter. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.